The Yukon River is huge, nearly 2,000 miles long, and for 6 months of the year, it's frozen solid. When it starts to crack, that's the sign. You know, it's time to get going. The gold rush starts again.
There's a war for ground in the Yukon. All the good ground's tied up. That's why we're digging deeper than ever. We're hunting for ground. As soon as you start getting desperate, people can smell it on you. And that's dangerous. We need ground. We gotta trust something and we gotta trust somebody.
I'm 38 years in the game, and I've never seen anything like this. I spend a lot of money in the off-season. I'm making this my year.
Let's crank it up!
This ain't like any other season. Right now it looks like we're dead in the water. Sometimes we have to force our way through something. That's just what you're gonna have to do.
Out on the Indian River, Parker, Tony, those guys are battling for the last bits of good ground. I seen that coming, and I got the hell out of there.
I'm doubling down, and I'm going for 2,000 ounces.
Bigger the better.
That thing's massive.
I've got no crew, but I'm coming out fighting. You got one job. Why can't you do it?
Well, that's on you. This is what I've been waiting for. This is next level.
For me right now, that mining is more than just gold.
Oh, yeah! Woo-hoo-hoo!
2 Green Berets, leading the charge. I'm on a mission to make a better life for my all-veteran crew. It's about living the American dream. You guys made it! How's it going? Good, how you been? It's a treasure hunt. Who doesn't love a treasure hunt?
Everybody that's looking for ground is competition, right?
Finally sluicing gold. This right here is what it's all about. I will not fail again.
Minnie and the kids will be here in a bit, so I'll just tell them what my plan is for this year.
Klondike legend Tony Beets, once a farmer in the Netherlands, now stands at the top of a gold mining dynasty. At an age when most people would retire, Tony's primed to make big moves.
Hey guys, right now I think that this gold price is off today. Now is the time to get excited. Before I turn 65, I'm planning on making that my biggest season ever. Make some real money.
Oh, I'm never surprised by your plans anymore.
So, let's say we just spent $5 million worth on equipment, but we're going to come back here with 3 times more iron than we're left with. So I wouldn't see a big problem running 9,000 ounces. They think it is well within our reach.
Don't count your chickens till they hatch, though, dude.
Well, half of them are hatched already, so it'd be pretty simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, piece of cake.
We're going to have to hit the ground running. We are definitely going to go flat out for a while.
Day shift, night shift?
Oh, yeah. 24 hours a day.
No. Here and the hill?
Oh, yeah. So let's just go out and let's go do it.
For nearly 40 years, Tony snatched up gold-rich ground in the Yukon. Now, with gold prices holding at historic highs, he's looking for a monster payday. To get his $16 million payout, Tony's reopening his Indian River operation, where he hopes to bank 5,000 ounces. 40 miles north, he's counting on his Paradise Hill claims to deliver the other 4,000 ounces of gold.
Right now in the Yukon, there's a lot of people looking for ground. At least we're fortunate that we have plenty of it.
But there's one massive problem.
We still don't have a water license in the Indian River. As long as we get it in the next 3-4 weeks, that's good. Let's concentrate on the hill and run as much material as we can and get as much gold out of here as we can. Mike, D. Gabi. Yo, hey, get 6 trucks, get a 950, D11, have them follow you so nobody gets lost, and let's go to the Nugget Cut, then we'll start stripping down there. Okay?
Let's get going.
In order to get 9,000 ounces, I mean, we need more equipment and bigger. Okay, 3 rock trucks behind the excavator, 3 rock trucks behind the dozer. Let's go, go, go.
Leading the charge to push the first dirt of the season at Paradise Hill, a brand new massive 850 horsepower D11 dozer that can shift 45 yards of dirt in one push, and a 100-ton 950 excavator, the biggest in the Yukon.
Okay, back it up, Mike. Keep her going, Mike.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's go for it. Rock trucks, do you copy? Rock trucks, do you copy? Let's give her If we're gonna do 9,000 ounces, we better open up some ground.
Okay.
The Nugget Cut, that'd be a good quick cut with some decent pay underneath it.
Tony's first target on the hill, an 8-acre cut he discovered 30 years ago, filled with big gold nuggets.
We need to move a absolute crap ton of dirt this year. We're gonna reach Tony's goal. Gold is high right now, so strike while the iron is hot.
That thing pushes a nice load of dirt, you know? I might have to get one more, huh?
When Tony discovered the prime piece of land, he didn't have big enough equipment to get down to the pay layer 80 feet below the surface. Even last year, it would have taken at least 3 weeks to get to pay. But with his new arsenal, Tony wants it done in just 5 days.
It definitely is nice to have the 950, 3.5 scoops to a rock truck, then it's full.
At least when I had the kids on the dozers and the excavators, I don't have to be here. With all these years working together, you kind of think together too, you know.
As the Beats race to transform the family's future, daughter Monica has the biggest role of all.
Now Monica's of course pregnant, so it'll be kind of nice to have a granddaughter. Minnie's all excited anyway.
My father likes to pretend he's not excited, but he is very much excited. Tony can look so scary and intimidating. Well, it just melts for dogs and kids.
3 generations mining for gold here, that'd be pretty cool. What I really like to do is get as much gold out of the ground, get as much money in my pocket as I can. I mean, that will be pretty nice for the future generation.
You get no mushy in your old age.
Oh, I'm getting all mushy, all right. You can always make more money, but you only got one family.
Yeah, you know, I'm happy to be back up here, though. It's been brutally cold, but it's just finally starting to warm up.
In just 8 seasons in the Klondike, Parker Schnabel has gone from an 18-year-old mining prodigy to one of the region's top producers. After clocking record gold totals year after year, now the seasoned 26-year-old is at a crossroads.
I don't know where we're going to be mining this year. We're just eating all the reserves faster than ever.
Last season, Parker mined a record $14 million in gold, but he chewed through so much ground, he's now running out. And the future of his operation is in jeopardy, forcing him into survival mode.
And with gold prices going up, it's a terrible time to be looking for ground. Like, landowners are in complete control right now. And that means doing a lot of hunting because all the good ground's tied up. And that makes me stressed out. I don't know. That a good friend of mine, you know, he's been here before, Liam Ferguson. And Liam's in the area, so I might just see if he'll come over and talk to me a little bit about it.
Liam Ferguson drills for gold all over the Klondike and knows just about every landowner out there.
Hey, man.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad.
How's your spring?
It's been going good so far.
Yeah?
Pretty busy. What's up?
We're just about done, like, around our camp, and there's very few pieces of ground left.
Well, I drilled some ground for your neighbor last fall. That turned out pretty good. He was looking to lease it out.
And what's your opinion of it?
It's really good ground, yeah. But we got a very clear, defined channel. The holes ranged from mid-40s up to mid-60s.
The neighbor's ground sits a mile east of Parker's airstrip cut. Liam's drill results show a unique pay streak in an ancient riverbed. The tests show 5 times more gold than other claims on the Indian River. But it's covered in a layer of sticky black glacial overburden, 60 feet thick, deeper than any Yukon ground Parker's ever mined.
It's a lot of dirt to move.
Pretty expensive to strip.
We haven't mined much ground like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can at least tell you that the results are real and that we're confident in what we found there. It's up to you to work out a deal that makes it make sense for you, I guess.
It's not going to be a particularly good deal because he is a gold miner and he knows what he's got.
Yeah.
Can you give me some resource insurance?
No. Case of beer, if there's no gold in it,
perfect.
Call it even.
It's a rare chance to mine such a gold-rich claim, and Parker's only hope of securing enough ground to keep his operation running.
I'm going to go see if we can make something work with him. In this industry, as soon as you start getting desperate, people can, like, smell it on you. Right? Very close to being desperate. He is, you know, not too interested in being involved in TV stuff. And I definitely won't get anywhere with him if you're with me. His camp's just up here, so I'm booting you out here. There's a car behind me that'll pick you up. I think that's your guy. Yeah. Get out. Please.
On an urgent hunt for ground, Parker Schnabel returns from a meeting with a neighboring claim owner.
And right now it's just that it's a seller's market, you know. The price of gold's high. He's offered it to us, not really in the most favorable of terms. You know, I'm usually pretty open about drilling and mining and deals and whatnot because I don't really care, but he doesn't want much details on TV, so...
Parker believes the 9-acre cut could hold 8,000 ounces of gold, a $14 million haul. But to mine the 60-foot deep cut, Parker will have to drop over $1 million just to get down to pay dirt and find out if the ground's as rich as everyone says.
They're willing to gamble and take big risks. We need to keep the company running. Everything else is just stupid details.
"100 miles east of the Indian River, Rick Ness begins his 4th year running his own mining operation after 2 rocky seasons.
I don't know what else to do right now. I mean, it's getting out of control.
Shut the pump off! Shut the pump off!
What did I drag all these guys into? Shutting it down. We're going home. It's as simple as that.
Last year, he came back from the brink of disaster.
If we hadn't done this year, I don't know that there would have been another year. This represents you guys' bonuses.
Now, he's getting a jump on the season, arriving early to his Duncan Creek claim.
Big, strong, handsome dozer.
And he's bringing out the big guns.
I've dropped $500,000 on the biggest dozer money can buy. This dozer is obnoxiously expensive. This thing can push 60 yards at a time. That's 3 of my 40-ton rock trucks at once.
The 200,000-pound, 900-horsepower Komatsu makes quick work of stripping the first section of Rick's creek cut.
Where we're starting this year, the gold was really good, and all it's going to take is just an hour or two to strip.
Is the cost worth it? I think we're going to prove that it is. We're going to be able to strip so far ahead so fast, it's almost ridiculous. Bigger the better. This year's all about going big. I'm going to double what I got last year. We're going for 2,000 ounces.
2,000 ounces, worth $3.6 million, would move Rick's operation to the next level and prove that his bold decision to get out of the Klondike was the right one.
Having a dozer, especially a dozer this size, is kind of one of the last pieces of the puzzle to putting, the entire package together, being a legitimate mine boss. Makes things pretty real.
This season, Rick has also invested in a $1 million 750 excavator. He needs all the horsepower he can get. After starting his operation with a team of hometown buddies, years of struggling to find gold have left him with just one, Chris Cruzy.
As good as it feels to be back up here and doing our thing.
Being gone for 6 months, it's never easy.
Got married to my fiance of 10 years, Michelle. Rick married Michelle and I in his backyard. And then we went to a baseball game that night. It's a pretty good day.
And I hope everything, plays out the way we hope it's going to this year, because it'll make it that much sweeter being gone from my wife for 6 months.
Good to see you, buddy. The wash plant's right where we left it.
Yeah, it didn't move itself.
No, and it's still half beaten to death. She's looking pretty sad. We're going to have to get this thing running because, the name of the game, if there ain't gold coming in, it's money going out the door.
Not a good business model.
Well, as usual, we've been plagued with problems. I mean, she's focusing on other things, man. So she's not coming back this year.
That's going to suck. It's got my little buddy around camp.
Carl, he's going in for his surgery, and his health's number one.
Without mechanic Carl Rosk or gold room operator Carla Ann, Rick is a miner without a crew.
It's tough losing, integral parts of the crew, but we're going to have to figure out a way to do it because we've got 2,000 ounces to get this year.
There's definitely no way I can fill both of their shoes. It would be nice to have another set of hands, though, I'll tell you that.
And I will have some help for you, I think. So you guys can hit the ground running.
Yeah, there's a ton of to do. Let's go, man.
On the road up to Duncan Creek, Rick's newest crew member heads towards a fresh start.
Here I am on my way back up here to the Yukon. I just knew it was time for a change. Whole new crew, whole new blood, and a whole new way of mining,
Mining veteran Brennan Ruo is jumping ship from Parker's claim.
Last year was pretty brutal. And Parker and I seem to not see eye to eye anymore. It's very draining and stressful when you're angry half the time. That's no way to work,
Brennan met Rick on Parker's claim 6 years ago, when Rick was the foreman and Brennan a greenhorn operator.
Nice work today, boss. We did good.
Woo! 2 seasons ago, he was promoted to co-foreman himself.
I guess the big question is if you are game for that.
I'll definitely step up.
But after a series of run-ins with Parker...
I have hardly done any of this.
I don't care. You in charge or are you not in charge?
He reached the end of his rope.
So over this whole man. I'll pack my and leave right now. I don't give a about any of the. And right there, I kind of knew. I was like, well, this I don't think is going to go any farther for me. This year, I just want to run some big gear, move some dirt, and you know, go back to having a nice, fun summer like it used to be, and kill it, and hopefully find a ton of gold. Ricky, coming to see if you need some help in the season.
How's it going, buddy? Good to see you.
Yeah, been a few fucking years, eh?
No, man, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, me too. You know, Parker and I just seem to, for some reason, start butting heads a little bit more in the last few years, and it's just made it quite tough and draining at the end of the day. And
yeah, well, I certainly know that feeling.
Yeah,
I know you know.
Yeah.
So now we're reunited.
Yes, sir. I can't wait to get out there and get started and start learning some new ground here, man.
Yeah, buddy.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna throw my boots on. Why don't you go throw your work clothes on? I'll meet you down there.
Sounds good, bud. Thanks.
Oh boy.
How's it going, buddy?
Brennan.
Crazy boy.
What's going on, buddy?
Not much. Nice to see you.
Oh, you look good.
Thanks. Perfect.
Wow.
It's a big crew.
Right?
Yeah, huge.
I'm excited personally to start getting some gold, so let's get after it, buddy.
I've been through some pretty complicated scenarios in the military where my life and my career was at jeopardy every single day. And reality is gold mining is the most difficult thing I've ever done. But I'm not a quitter. I've never quit anything in my life. If we can just find ground, I feel like we can succeed.
Special Forces veteran Fred Lewis is on a 1,500-mile journey determined to resurrect his gold mining dream.
I've tried to settle in with a civilian lifestyle, but 9-to-5 job is just not in my DNA. I packed up all my stuff, driving up to the Yukon. I need this freedom. I need the risk. My mission is to find ground. It's the only place I know where there is good gold in the ground for a fact. Because last season I would pretty much categorized as a complete failure. I had a window of opportunity, I took it.
In Oregon last year, Fred and his band of combat veterans mined just $12,000 worth of gold.
That puts our total at 6.39, which is honestly embarrassing.
Now, after striking out prospecting in the lower 48, Fred's driving into the fiercest war for ground in decades, hanging his hopes on a meeting with his only contact in the Yukon.
Parker's the only one in this game I know that I can trust wholeheartedly, and he's the only one I know that will give me advice. Maybe he has somebody I can go talk to, maybe he has ground I don't know about. It's really the only option we have at this point. It's a Hail Mary, but I'd rather throw a Hail Mary than lose the game.
Fred Lewis has traveled to the Yukon in a desperate last attempt to find ground to mine this season.
Hello?
I'm in here. You want a coffee?
I'm good, thanks. Oh. So how's everything going here, man?
It's going good. We just signed a lease on a block of ground that is average depth is like 55 feet of mud.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man, so you just got to go layer by layer on this, huh?
So that's a big project.
That is yuck. That leads me to something I was going to ask you about, because the team, we put a lot into this off season looking for ground, and it's just, there's nothing that was viable. So this is like my last hoorah to come up here and see if I can find something.
Right. And so you're just out looking for ground right now, huh?
Yeah, I don't necessarily want to ask you for help, but I know you might know.
Aren't we all looking for ground? Right. It is a little conflicting for me because, like, there's a very finite number of ounces of gold in the ground. And at a certain point, everybody that's looking for ground is competition, right?
Now I'm like trying to ask for a favor, but we look for different things though. We don't need a big piece of property. I think property you would probably not even look at. So I was kind of hoping you might be able to point me in the right direction.
You'll have no problem finding ground.
But good ground.
That's the difficult part.
Right.
Very hard business, and it's a difficult community to break into. The Yukon will punch you in the face pretty hard if you're not careful.
What would you do if you were me? Honestly.
I don't know. I was in your shoes and I met Tony Beats. Probably go talk to him.
You think that would be wise? Just to show up and try and get his number and call him and see if he'll meet with me?
You could just show up at Paradise Hill.
Yeah. All right.
You know, if you're into it and you know what you're getting into, then more power to you.
All right, man, I'll get out of here. I know you're busier than me, so that's pretty busy. But thanks, dude.
Oh, no worries. It's good to see you.
Appreciate it.
No worries. Let me know if you need anything.
Yeah, you know I will. I wasn't expecting much, but I was expecting a lot more than that. Definitely not comfortable right now with what Parker said. It does not lead me to believe this is going to be easy.
Don't have time to eat except for at lunch. Don't have time to, like, barely have enough time to drink water.
Now we're in kind of a rush mode. We're in a big push right now to at least expose the cuts, get them all ready to go. That'll allow myself and Tony to focus out on the Indian.
As the Beats family wait on a water license for their Indian River claims, it's all hands on deck to strip the nugget cut at Paradise Hill in record time.
Now, Ruby and I on hope, everybody's going to have to work extra hard to make sure that we get the 9,000 ounces.
It's Tony Beats for you. Go big or go home, right? Balls to the walls all the time.
With Tony's new D11 dozer and 950 excavator, they've removed 80 feet of overburden in just 4 days, revealing a massive 40-foot wall of pay dirt.
We've hit gravel and hay in the back. Yippee-ki-yay.
Monica's school friend Ruby Mahoney pulls down the pay dirt to load it into rock trucks.
You know, it's crunch time. We have to get this dirt moved. Holy this stuff is solid. I'm just wasting time here. I cannot get through this. This is just not working. Tony, do you copy? Tony, do you copy?
Right.
This wall is completely solid.
We're at a standstill.
Can you please come and talk to me?
Stay there, I'll be right back. Looks like there's no rock trucks running. Costs serious money. Cannot have all the trucks and everybody sitting there and having a good time and not moving any dirt. That's not how it works. What do you got, Ruby?
This wall is completely frozen.
It's too frozen, huh?
Yeah, she's solid.
Yeah, I can see that. We'll put that D11 in it, and then we'll just rip the out.
To rip through the frozen section, Tony plans to take his brand new $2.7 million D11 dozer to the top of the pay dirt cliff. He'll then go right to the edge of the 40-foot drop and use the 10-ton ripper shank to break up the frozen layer so the excavator can get to the pay dirt beneath.
S12E01 has arrived.
Well, let's see. That wall freezes in, sometimes 5, sometimes 10 feet thick. Right now, this one is in my way.
You get high enough, sink the ripper in, pull the whole cliff down.
The sooner we get the sluicing, the happier everybody will be. Instead of spending money, you're going to be making some money. We have to force our way through something, and then that's just what you're going to have to do. This way, this way, this way.
Tony maneuvers the 120-ton machine right to the very cusp of the 40-foot drop.
Tear the out.
Ready to roll?
Tony busts through the permafrost. Ruby removes the painter beneath.
I'll rip the knob out, get the rock trucks back in there, and get rid of this dirt. See what happens when I do it myself.
Tony has pay dirt ready to run a full month earlier than last year. A vital head start on his mammoth 9,000-ounce goal.
You think that kid will be as goofy as the mother? Huh?
I can say it.
You're a chicken, Kevin.
You want to say that again?
No.
I'm finally almost to the clean.
Parker Schnabel's foreman, Mitch Blaschke, arrives at Scribner Creek for a milestone season.
You know, I can't believe that this year is my 10th year of mining. You know, when I started this, I was just a young guy coming up here trying to figure it out and just wanting to work on stuff. And, you know, now I'm helping run Parker's mine site.
Mitch first came to the Klondike as a fresh-faced mechanic for Todd Hoffman with no gold mining experience. For the last 7 years, he's worked for Parker.
He's going to be coming right through here, so watch yourselves.
Rising up the ranks to become his most trusted wingman. But now, he's without his co-foreman, Brennan Ruo.
He's my go-to guy. I mean, we're bromen, you know. We do all this together, and we work so well with one another. Try and find another guy like that. It just doesn't come around that often. It is what it is, you know. I'm back here and just gonna have to try and make the best of it. Here we are. Oh, I see he's got a golf cart. What's happening?
What's that?
Now, see, I might go for a ride with you in that. Hey, Ben, man.
Good, how are you?
Not too bad.
Good to see you.
Dude.
How are you doing?
Good.
I'm sure you heard about Brennan.
I talked to him just a couple weeks ago there. Said that he wasn't going to be here this year.
I'm just pissed off that he didn't tell me until March. You know?
I mean, we've been working hard to get this system running good. Man, you take a guy like that out of the mix. And...
It's a pisser, but that's all right. We'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll have to figure it out. See what we can do. I mean, what's the game plan for the season?
We picked up a new block of ground. Go Tuesday, we had the first meeting. And on Saturday, we signed the deal.
Oh, wow. How deep is it?
Average is about 50.
Hopefully it's got a lot at the bottom.
Just want to make sure we don't it up.
Well, I guess, yeah, I'll go get settled in. You can show me your big project here. We'll figure out a game plan.
For sure. I'm glad you're back. I hope you're glad to be here because we have a lot of work to do.
If I didn't want to be here, I wouldn't be here, right?
That's usually, whenever I say that usually means I don't want to be there, but I don't want to answer the question.
And, you know, we definitely need some new dirt here, but it sounds like it's pretty deep. So I'm pretty interested to go take a look at that, see what we got going on there, and just see what we're going to have to do to make this season work. And, you know, without Brennan here, it's definitely not going to be easy.
As the lone foreman, it's on Mitch to figure out how to tackle the new cut.
What's happening there, young man? How's it going, Mitch?
Oh, not too bad. Well, I see you guys found this place.
Yeah.
Tyson Lee, last year's rookie plant boss, and Gold Room expert Chris Dumit join Mitch at the new ground.
So what we got here is this section of ground through these claims here. This stuff, with the way it's drilling, if the math is right, might be 10 ounces an hour with just one wash plant.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So we're talking like 8,000 ounces possibly then.
The only problem is 60 feet deep.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, I've been doing it for 10 years now up here, and we've never gone this deep. No. We're looking at 1 million square feet of mud to move. So we're gonna have to mine this a lot differently than we've done anything else. We've never had to tackle a project like this. So once we do get it opened up, we're gonna gut shoot this thing right through here. We're gonna take just the best, because when you're going 60 feet deep, you can't hit marginal ground. This is gonna look like a crater. This is gonna look like a Grand Canyon by the time we're done.
To get down to the pay layer, Parker's crew normally strips around 10 feet of overburden with dozers and excavators. Mitch will have to dig a narrow canyon to follow the course of the ancient riverbed and its deposits of gold. He'll open a small section first to find out if the ground is flush with gold. He wants to do it in just 30 days.
Yeah. Should we name it Mud Mountain?
That works, because like I say, you're gonna have a mountain range by the time we're done. It's gonna be tough. There's no part of this that's gonna be easy. Not to mention that, we don't have Brennan here. We don't have, a lot of people that have a lot of experience with moving material like this. I mean, if we have issues with any of the machinery in this, we're gonna end up a couple $100,000 into this cut real quick.
Yeah. Let's hope it pays out.
I'm gonna get back to the yard because we've got a ton of gear in the yard that needs work. Because the last thing we want is breaking down out here. All right, let's do it, boys.
Plan.
To dig out the first section, Mitch taps rising crew member Tyson Lee.
How's everyone doing this morning?
Good. Never been better.
That's good. Parker was saying that he wants this cut opened up by June 1st when we started it, so that gives us 30 days. Just be careful, the roads are slick, and we just got to try and move as much mud as we can and try and keep the trucks from getting stuck.
Drive safely fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Awesome.
Let's get to work.
Tyson and his crew are up against the toughest dirt-moving operation in Parker's mining history. When the melting snow mixes with the thawing fine glacial silt, it creates a toxic combination, a slippery surface riddled with quicksand-like holes.
We're going to have 3 excavators swinging, 5 rock trucks, 4 cats ripping and pushing day and night.
Short on crew, Parker pitches in.
It's definitely going to be a difficult block of ground to mine. Some of the more deep ground that's on the Indian River, it does have some high royalty. For sure, it's going to be a challenge. I wouldn't be moving 60 feet of mud if I thought there wasn't a hell of a lot of gold down here.
It's only the second time I've been in a helicopter without a parachute jumping out.
If it happens, just flop your arms on the way down. They say it helps.
Greenhorn miner Fred Lewis is hitching a ride with Klondike legend Tony Beats in search of a claim to mine.
You see that whole area down there? There's all been dredged and mined. Everything is staked and owned. And what isn't is probably not worthwhile having.
Last year, the Indian River produced over $30 million worth of gold. High gold prices now make leasing good ground almost impossible.
You'd come up here, you'd think there's so much hard to reach spots, but I'm seeing houses up in these little valleys where people have already come up.
They wandered around there 100 years ago. They didn't miss much, Fred.
Makes me wonder how much work's going to have to go into finding something that I can actually mine this season.
Well, you have to find somebody with ground that he wants to lease. It's not easy. Best thing you can do is go further out, away from here. So if you look all the way over there, there is a guy that owns some ground, Paul Phillips at Clear Creek. You should go and track him down. He may have something for you. It all depends how much money you got too, right?
Yeah, and I don't have a lot. I like a challenge, though.
Well, you're gonna have one. Lessons cost money. Good ones cost lots. It sounds like you had that one last year.
Yeah.
What really only counts is what do you bring home at the end of the season in your pocket clean.
Right.
You know.
If you had a small group here, how would you hit it?
I think I would see a doctor first.
Yeah. Well, after the doctor.
After the doctor, well, it is a high-risk game, Fred. My advice is a lot of people are full of and full of promises. That doesn't mean it's going to be there.
Okay.
See what that guy Paul Phillips has for you in Clear Creek. He be your best bet.
I definitely want to look at it. All right. Well, I'll get out of your hair. Appreciate it, Tony.
Let the guy try it. Give him a chance. There's nothing wrong with giving a person a chance. But not everybody succeeds. Is he going to cut it as a gold miner? Well, time will tell.
Fred finally has a lead for a landowner who may lease him ground, but it's 45 miles east of the gold-rich Indian River.
I'm going to go and talk to Paul Phillips and see what he has to offer. You know, people may think that I don't know what I'm doing or that I'm over my head here. You know what? I am over my head. Went up against a lot of odds in my life. You know, just becoming a Green Beret, the attrition rate is over 90%. So at this point, I'm all in for gold mining, and I don't see anything that's going to stop me.
This thing's ready to go. It's turnkey.
At the stripped creek cut, Rick brings Cruzy and new crew member Brennan up to speed.
Well, we're going for 2,000 ounces this year, so we're going to have to seriously up our game. I mean, the gold that we got out of this creek bed last year was good. It got us to our goal. That was where we found that 1.5 ounce nugget at the very end, so that's crazy. From what we left last year in the creek cut, I figured we got 600-700 ounces to get started sluicing with, and that's just money in the bank. That gets us the money we need to start stripping these deeper cuts. It's early in the season, but we really got to get moving. So the wash plant's where we left it last year. It's got to get moved over here. That distribution box you've been working on, we got to slam that thing on.
And we're ahead of the game from last year, so.
We are? Yeah, exactly. I want to be sluicing by the end of the day.
It's kind of a time crunch thing.
Let's keep it that way.
Short of time and manpower,
Let's go, you
Rick's skeleton crew must first attach the 1.5-ton distribution box to wash plant Rocky.
Why don't you guys wrap your nuggets around how we're going to get that thing in there?
To help out, Rick's tapped local heavy load truck driver Nathan Thornington.
So how's it going?
Good, buddy.
I heard you guys needed help out here this season.
Oh, yeah.
How's it going, buddy? Always good to see you. Oh, buddy, you showed up just in time.
Really happy that we got Nathan to join our crew. I've trusted him for years to move my wash plants, my heavy equipment, so compared to that, moving this distribution box should be easy.
I've been around this sort of stuff all my life, so hopefully we can get this in on the plant.
Rick plans to maneuver the 10-foot box into the heart of the wash plant using the 480 excavator, then winch it into position.
Yeah! We might be able to slide it right in.
Yeah, right through if you go underneath. You just go real slow, Rick.
Whoa!
We'll blame it on the new guy.
That's you.
Oh.
Haven't you guys ever moved a couch into an apartment? Just think of it as a real heavy couch.
Okay, come in. Down, 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 down. Okay.
There we go.
It's really nice having Brennan here. You know, he does have several years of experience now. We're not going to let him think that that gets him a free pass. If anything, that's going to get him picked on more. Going to have to keep him grounded.
Get ready with that chain. I'm going to try and lift on this end, Cruzy.
All right.
You ready? 1, 2.
Hurry up! Oh, I gotta crank it up. Hold on.
Easier said than
I know. All right.
Oh, I blew a blood vessel in my brain there.
You mean a blood vessel where your brain should be? Good job on this. All the hanging off it. This distribution box is hanging from the chains now. That's how it's designed. Everything else is pretty much ready to go. Like, we get this thing over here, plumb it in, and we're good. I'm just gonna go.
Next task, drag the 25-ton steel wash plant 500 yards to the creek cut.
It's always nerve-wracking moving a plant. Anything else that we destroy, break, or whatever, we can survive, but not the one machine that gets our gold, so. Just gotta try to take it slow and smart, which I'm not good at either of those.
That worked out about as perfect as we could have asked for, I think.
Haven't ever showed up on the first day. I've been ready to sluice.
Can you believe Nathan's pulling that pump and that loader with just that little ratchet strap?
This is the sweetest plant move ever.
Yeah.
Waterline and generator hooked up.
Yay! Here you go, man. High five.
Rick is ready to fire up for the first time this year.
For me, there's always a certain amount of excitement, but also a little bit of, anxiety, because the fuse is lit as soon as the button gets turned on that thing, and our pants are on fire until October. You guys ready? It's go time? Yeah?
I'm ready, man.
Let's give her.
All right, let's fire this thing up.
Shake it up, brother. Shake it up. Well, big rocks up there that are going to come tumbling out. Get the water pumping.
Ready?
First bucket of dirt. Looks good!
We're ahead of the game this year. I've never sluiced in May before, so this is pretty awesome. If Rick wants to shoot for 2,000 plus ounces, we got to make sure we get every damn nugget and flake of gold out of this ground.
Yeah, it's actually kind of cool to see it up and running, eh? It's actually amazing.
Despite the bare bones crew, Rick's sluicing earlier than ever before.
We haven't been here for long, and my plan is always, when we get here, we want to be sluicing as quick as possible. So we are going to get gold coming in right away.
At this point, in order to get 9,000 ounces, we have no time to around, we gotta go.
A full month earlier than last season, Tony's ready to fire up his massive 8-foot-wide trommel and start sluicing nugget-cut pay dirt. But his whole operation now rests on firing up one 900-horsepower, 1,500-gallon-a-minute water pump.
Oh, let's see what it does. Here, let's have a look.
I'm not waiting. I'm preheating the engine. Kevin is putting some antifreeze in it.
I'm here for my looks.
So Monica's standing there with her good looks.
At least one of us should be good looking.
Yeah. And hey, we'll fire it right up. And let's see if we get some gold in the box.
I'd put more in.
I told these to check that yesterday. A lot of good does that do it, doesn't it?
TVH tried to turn over the generator. Batteries are just clicking.
Anybody at the plant copy? Anybody at the plant copy?
Yes, I do.
Run my truck out, better the batteries on the 349.
To jumpstart the 900-horsepower water pump, Tony needs an engine with a bigger battery.
Let's see if we can get the damn thing started.
So we're gonna run in the 349 and boost it off of that.
You got cables, Len?
Yes, he does. Can you get all these for a sec? Thank you.
Did you degrease it? No.
Damn it.
Give the pail to Len on the other side.
Oh, things are hooked up. Let's see if you things.
Sounds like me trying to get up in the morning.
Stupid.
Everybody clear?
We did it! We're back in business!
We started sluicing this year earlier than last year, which is great. Now, when we get the Indian River going, we're going to run 2 more plants over there, which should bring us well on our way to 9,000 ounces this season.
Wow. This is the stuff you think of when you think of like the old gold rush and people coming up here in the frontier and vast unknown. Definitely not comfortable right now with what Tony and Parker said. I'm not expecting to walk in and just fall into something, but there's got to be something here.
Special Forces veteran Fred Lewis heads to Clear Creek, a remote and little-known area 45 miles east from the Indian River, in a last-ditch attempt to find ground to mine this season with his band of combat veterans.
The guys I put together, you know, we're a really close team. We're brothers. So if I'm going to drag them all up to the Yukon to mine, it's going to have to be something that's going to put money in their pockets and pay back the debt the company made last season. Tony said not to make those mistakes twice, and we're not doing that. It's not just about fighting the first chance I get.
But time is running out, and all Fred has to go on is the name of a small-time family mine owner given to him by Tony Beets.
Trying to find this Paul Phillips guy in hopes that he has ground that has water rights and has permits that we can actually mine this season. Paul?
Hello.
Fred Lewis. Woo! You said you were far out here.
Yeah, we're a ways out.
So, am I catching you at a good time?
Oh yeah, we're just starting to get stuff out of retirement for the winter.
Well, I'm really kind of cold calling you, I know.
Yeah.
But Tony mentioned your name, and that was enough for me to come out and talk to you.
Yeah.
Said that you might have some ground you might be willing to lease.
We haven't really done much on Clear Creek because we've always had the other places to work at. We hadn't really considered it yet, but something we'd look at for sure.
Paul Phillips and his family used to mine in the Klondike, but this year they've left it behind to mine out here in Clear Creek.
I've got a real small operation, so I'm really trying to find a piece of ground that's got that open space we're looking for and a relatively non-complex mining operation because they're not the most experienced operators. It's pretty much a team of greenhorns.
Well, this would be some of the easiest for your team to handle until they get some experience, I would think. It's quite simple. The first time we washed on there, I stripped for 1 day with the 400 by myself, and we had enough we sluiced for 6 weeks.
Holy cow.
It's lean ground, but there's lots of it.
So just run it.
Yeah. And catch the gold.
Okay. Well, I would love to see like how you have done it here, if you don't mind.
Sure. I can walk down to the creek and show you where we've been anyway.
Yeah. So this basically is borderline the creek.
Yeah, the creek's right there.
Okay. So if someone were to come up in here from start to finish, how long do you think it would take them to get into sluicing?
Maybe an hour. 2 hours.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So it's pretty much ready to go.
In fact, they're planning to turn the pump on. It's definitely profitable mining.
Well, what do you think the odds of maybe getting a test up here, just to kind of see what we've got up here?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with you testing.
Okay, that sounds good to me. That's more than no.
Yeah.
I'll take that any day.
To come back from last season's failure, Fred needs to be sure the ground has good gold.
Okay, right on. I'll just fire this thing up.
Sounds good. I think right now the treasure hunt begins. If it's here, we're gonna find it. I'm really looking for 10 to 15 colors. That's really gonna be the target for what I'm looking for. A lot of fine gold. There's not any chunks in here, but oh boy, I'm seeing some good color. Oh yeah. So this is what we're looking for. I think this pan I just did is sitting at about a little under an ounce 100 here because I'm not a professional. I'm learning as well. But I'm at least at 0.8, which is fantastic.
Fred calculates he needs at least half an ounce of gold in every 100 yards of dirt to make his season pay.
This is our second hole. It's on the left side of the valley. I honestly don't know. Right now I'm looking at probably 0.6, maybe 0.7 per 100 out of that pan. This is exactly why we came to the Yukon. If you can find a claim with a good claim owner that has potential and hasn't been mined out, you're probably going to find gold. I know that there's strip ground here. I know it's easy for me to access. I know the gold's here. Depending on what column I come up with for royalty, this could be workable.
At Parker Schnabel's Mud Mountain Cut,
Next truck can back in right where my bucket is.
Tyson Lee is on a mission to get down to pay and test what could be the richest ground they've ever mined. But first, he has to strip over 1 million cubic yards of overburden.
You know, we're a week into Mud Mountain and we've made a hell of a dent. But as you can tell, it's warming up and definitely slowly sliding backwards as the mud gets ahead of us, so.
Thicker than regular overburden, Mud Mountain's sticky, wet black muck is a force to be reckoned with.
So far we've had 2 rock trucks down for 3 days at 100 loads each a day. You know, we really cannot afford breakdowns right now.
Due to the mud, there's this big hole, so I've got to drive really slow, otherwise I'm going to slam the rock truck and it can really damage the hydraulics. We're sliding everywhere. Although now we have a bit more space, so we can actually fit in 4 trucks. We don't have much time here because as the snow melts, all the water is coming down from the hill, so we are getting a lot of mud. So we gotta be pretty fast here, so we're just flying here. Very, very difficult right now. It's tough. It's advanced rock driving, if that's a thing.
To keep on track with Parker's 30-day deadline, Tyson's rock trucks need to dump at least 400 loads of overburden a day at the waste site. But with multiple breakdowns, Tyson is falling further and further behind.
I'm normally a sluicer, man. I don't move mud. You know, Brennan could run any piece of equipment that was around here. You can't replace that experience overnight. Like anything in life, anything new is a learning curve, and this is going to be one hell of a learning curve. Can I steal a truck here? Can I have 1 truck, please? Hey, Jordan, I got a copy.
Yeah, man, my truck keeps going to limp mode. Won't accelerate, won't really do anything in here.
Rookie Jordan Tatlow's truck is in limp mode, a safety mechanism that slows it right down when there's a mechanical problem.
Bring it up to the mechanics up there and let them know. That's their department. 1 rock truck goes down, that's 100 less loads a day we're getting. 100 loads a day that we're going to have to get on a mud mountain at a later date when it's warmer and when the mud's thicker. Hey, Mitch, you got a copy, Mitch? Yeah, we got another truck down here at Mud Mountain. One's coming your way.
Oh, wonderful. Just what we need.
Already 2 trucks down. Tyson must send another to be fixed.
Mitch, he's in the yard right now, trying to keep the mechanics going, you know, trying to get everyone caught up, but it's just tough. And I'd say it's Mud Mountain 1 and our crew 0.
In the yard, Foreman Mitch is back where he started 9 years ago, wrenching to keep up with broken equipment.
We're out here doing everything we can to get these trucks fixed. All that permafrost muck that just keeps getting into everything. And right now, we're not even keeping our heads above water.
Hi.
What up?
Are you deep in the middle of something?
What do you got going on?
Mud Mountain. Do you want to bump down there?
I know we got a ton of work to do out in the cut, but we got way more to do right here. If we keep stopping, we're never going to get any of it done.
Okay.
But we're just trying to get that crashed out and so we can get on to the next one here. I know as a foreman, probably not the best, use of my time to be in here working on stuff. Right now, we need to be thinking about moving dirt, not working on trucks. But we have no other option right now. We've got to get these machines to where we can rely on them every day. They can go out and do their job. I can't be both places at the same time, and it seems like that's what Parker expects every day.
Jordan's truck reaches the yard.
It's not one thing. Around here, it's usually 10 things more.
Every hour it's down makes it harder for Tyson to hit Parker's 30-day deadline.
Whoa! What is going on down here? First, we have to try and get rid of some mud so we can actually get to the bolts. Really not what we're wanting to see down here. This hydraulic pump completely encased with this, well, pretty much mammoth. This stuff is like concrete here. It flowed in as a liquid, it'll set back up, and this stuff, it's brutally hard here. You can barely bust it apart.
The hydraulic pumps power the truck's suspension, brakes, and steering. Without them, the truck is useless. Mechanic Taylor must remove them and assess the damage.
We know the pump's not building pressure. You can see damage on the plate here. We'll take the guts out of this one and we'll have a look. More than likely the pistons or the slippers are toast.
You can see here, these grooves in here are why we're not building any pressure. The oil can just go wherever it wants. It's not forced through the output ports.
Mud Mountain's fine black silt has worked its way inside the pump, breaking the pistons and damaging the precision-engineered plate that seals in the hydraulic fluid.
Okay, there's a curveball.
Getting a spare up to the claim could take weeks.
Man, the only other thing I'm wondering here we could do and try in the meantime. So if we can get this to all look like this outer portion here.
Yeah.
And maybe with the new pistons here, and if we can get this flat again.
Without a working seal from the top plate, the pump leaks hydraulic fluid and is unable to gain pressure. Mitch's Hail Mary bush fix? Remove and replace the damaged pistons. Then take the top plate and grind out the grooves to create a seal so the pump can regain pressure and power the truck.
So we've polished up this piece here, so hopefully this will seal, this will make pressure, and if it does, this truck can go back to work. If not, we're going to be waiting for a new part. We'll roll the dice on this thing, see if she works.
100%.
We just got to fire it up and see if it works. You ready? You ready? Here we go. Come on, baby.
get our pump build enough pressure to raise the machine all the way up to the top. Before we took it out, it wasn't building any pressure.
100% lift. There it is, buddy.
How about that?
You know, we've been working on trucks all day, but this is the last one right here, heading back out to the cut, and everything's good to go again. Hopefully it lasts a while.
With the full fleet back in action, Tyson has a fighting chance to hit Parker's deadline.
Hey, Jordan, yeah, it's good to see you back, man. You know, we need every truck going here at Mud Mountain we can get. That's one step closer to getting me the hell out of the mud and back around to wash plant in my happy place.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, Fred.
How you doing?
Fred Lewis's chances of getting gold rest on striking a deal with Paul and Diana Phillips to mine their pre-stripped claims in Clear Creek.
How'd it go? I got all my testing done. You know, I'm seeing the exact type of gold that you guys told me. It's consistent throughout the valley, like you said. So what are you guys looking at for royalty?
It's probably the easiest ground you'll ever find to mine. Go about 50.
50%? I never heard of that before.
Did a lot of time on that, and all you gotta do is just pick up the dirt and throw it in the plant.
Giving up 50% of every ounce of gold could make this lean ground a loss maker.
To be able to give my guys their gold bonus at the end of the year so they're not working for free. That coupled with last season's loss, I'm not sure that the 50%, well, I know the 50% is something I can't bite on.
This ground here is already set up, stripped, and ready to mine. We can't give it away, Fred.
I know, and
We can't.
that's it right there. But it's still below that line where I told myself and my entire team, I won't bite unless I find this for you. If I'm being painstakingly obvious, I don't feel like there's a ground that are going to come to that both of us are happy on. It's just not a good option for us. Thank you very much.
Bye, Fred.
Thanks, Fred.
I'll talk to you guys. Yep. 50%? There's no way I can make 50% work.
What do you think?
You know, Paul, no miner has the opportunity to walk in on ground that's already stripped, ponds in place, literally bring your machines in and start sluicing once everything's all hooked up. I mean, it's very rare. It doesn't happen that often.
You made it sound so easy, but you know, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. It really sucks because I had my hopes up. It's not just, give me some ground, let's go dig. The very minimum is I've got to put money into the company and my guys' pockets or we're a failure. I'm pretty much back to square one.
Best part is we fired up my first week here, you know, and we're already washing rocks, so that's pretty sweet. Just hope there's a whole load of gold in here.
Rick Ness and his bare-bones three-person crew are gunning for 2,000 ounces, banking on a fast start sluicing creek-cut pay dirt.
Shut it down!
After 3 days of washing rocks, it's time for the first cleanup of the season.
Oh, I don't know why I'm so nervous. It's the first one of the year.
You seem a little giddy.
I am. Well, all right, I can't talk anymore.
Well,
I gotta go.
Let's make it rain, boys.
Woo. Yeah, look at that pile right there, Brandon.
Look at them all, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one. Look at that, buddy.
I am. Look at that nugget right there.
Oh, buddy.
It looks really good.
Oh, no. Holy man.
Does it feel like the first time again?
It does. Look at these chunks coming out of there. It's amazing. Pretty excited. Like, if we had a big fat first cleanup, you know, it's going to make everybody feel pretty good for the season and what we have to look forward to.
I hate to make guesses, and I won't, but I will say that it looks good. It looks really good. Like, some of the best I've seen it in that box, so.
I see some gold in that pan.
A lot of gold, actually, right? You know, the cleanup looked really good.
Yeah.
And,
it does look good.
And actually, I mean, that being said, why don't we just weigh this up?
Let's do this.
Sounds good. To hit his 2,000-ounce season goal, Rick needs around 100 ounces a week. So this 3-day run needs to deliver at least 50.
5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, what? 67, 50?
Buddy.
Oh, man.
How does that feel, huh?
Awesome.
That's evidence of all of our hard work right there.
Yeah.
So.
At over $120,000, Rick's pulled more gold in his first 3 days than he did in the first 3 weeks last year.
Well, for now, it's the four of us. Let's just keep doing our thing. I mean, that's a hell of a start. In all honesty, the four of us, I mean, work really well together. Like, I'm impressed with everybody.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, you know, you stepped up this year like you always do, get us started. Brendan, you showed right up, jumped right in. You know, Cruzy, I mean, you know, everybody pulled their weight, and the results are right here. Let's go get some dinner, some sleep, get back at it tomorrow.
Yeah, buddy.
Sounds good.
Eat, like sleep, nine, bro.
Oh. Well, we definitely have a good start to the season, but it's a long way to go to 2,000 ounces, so I'm not going to jump the gun and say this is going to be easy. But I've got the right people here with me. We did the right prep work over the off season and last fall, and we got a hell of a start. So onward and upward.
Find out if my little shack is still livable. Let's see what we got going on here. I got water. Sounds like I got heat, too. Wow, everybody's been using my shower. Oh, hammer and chisel and sandblast it and be good as new. Somebody tried using still wool on it to clean it up and left the still wool in the shower. That's always good. All right, I'm home. Let's go.
This first segment is almost done. Once it's done, then we can move on to the next piece.
2 weeks into digging Mud Mountain, Parker Schnabel's crew is 55 feet down in the first half of the cut and pushing hard to hit pay dirt so they can find out just how rich the ground is.
Word on the street is that at the bottom here, there's roughly 8,000 ounces. When Parker told me that, I said, okay, so after we're done this, we're going to Mexico, right? Because we've hit our goal. Or we've pretty much topped what we've done every other year. And he's like, yeah, exactly, Tyson. That's exactly what we're going to do. But I have a feeling that's wishful thinking on my behalf. Looks like there's some bedrock. Hey, Mitch, Dumit, you guys got a copy?
Yeah, hey, Tyson, what's up?
Yeah, I think I hit pay gravel down at Mud Mountain. You guys want to come down?
Oh, man, if you hit gravel in Mud Mountain, it ought to be pay.
Oh, yeah, it's pay.
It's been such a tough week. We've been out here fighting, struggling to keep these rock trucks going. Really excited to see what's at the bottom of this. 60 feet down. We're going to go out, pan it up, and, well, hopefully the pans look as good as the drilling. What do you think, Chris? You ready to do this? You bring a gold pan? I know all you've been seeing is nothing but mud out here. All we've been seeing is nothing but broken machines in the yard. So I'm ready to see some gold. How about you guys?
Yeah, for sure. Let me grab a pan. We'll go wash this stuff up.
After moving 60 feet of overburden, all Parker's hopes for the season rely on a razor-thin pay layer, less than 2 feet thick.
Let's see what we got here.
Well, I wasn't expecting that.
What have you got over there?
A couple flakes.
What do you got, Chris?
Not a hell of a lot, though.
Not even a flake.
Well, we're going to need to show this to Parker.
Yeah.
We've definitely invested a lot of money, tore up a lot of machines, and What I'm seeing here looks like.
Parker's already $700,000 in the hole, and the first pans of Mud Mountain are duds.
It's going. How are you doing? Hey, Parker, right? Getting in the swing of things? What are you guys up to?
We got a little bit of a problem, I think, maybe.
What kind of problem?
Well, we've been down at Mud Mountain panning. Our best pan had 2 colors.
It doesn't make me feel good. It makes me a bit nervous, actually.
You'd think with how concentrated the material is down there, and you'd think you'd at least see something, but
it's not like we're just going off of a gut feeling. Like Liam drilled that. What can we do about it?
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you got the money invested in it. We're going to sluice it, right?
There's nothing we can do about it now. We got to trust something, and we got to trust somebody.
Yep.
You're either going to come out of this, and we're all going to be smiling, and everything's going to be good, or it's going to be a big learning experience. So
yeah, I mean, it's definitely a pretty big gamble, especially with how deep it is. And if it mines the way it drilled, we're going to have a hell of a season. And should be able to beat last year for sure.
All right, well, we'll get it through a wash plant and see what we end up with.
Thanks, Parker.
Thanks, guys.
In the Beats family gold room,
We started sluicing everything from the nugget cut. I don't know how much T-Beats was expecting, but from what I've seen, I do think we'll have at least a little bit of gold in there. At the end of this week, Mom and I are heading 600 kilometers away to have a baby. We're just really not set up here in the Yukon to have babies anywhere except for Whitehorse. Working for my family, I'll be able to bring my child in and continue working. She'll be in a playpen over by probably the table because that's a peaceful noise to listen to. It is an exciting thing, but
it's the moment of truth. The Beats family's first gold weigh of their ambitious 9,000-ounce season.
Hi, folks.
Hey.
Hey, guys. So how's that 11 doing in the black muck there, Mike?
That thing runs basically a day on a half a tank.
I see what the 11 does, and it's like, well,
Yeah.
We're moving some serious.
Why do we have two jars?
Well, I figured it's called the nugget cut, so I kept all the nuggets out and we'll put them on top.
Yeah, well, how many hours did we get? 40?
Roughly 40, 45.
To hit his 9,000-ounce target, Tony needs 475 ounces a week. So this 2-day run should deliver 160 ounces.
Are you going to pour some gold for us?
5, 6, 14, 15, 18, 25, 40, 50, 70, 80.44.
Have a look at the nuggies.
82.72.
82 ounces is worth over $147,000.
We get $140,000 out of it. I'd take that any day. Not too bad at all, really. This is not quite, but give or take 2 ounces an hour.
Yeah.
It's more than the Trummel produced per hour last season, but still less than the 475 ounces a week they need.
Well, this will be your last gold weigh for a while.
Well, I mean, only if you don't have somebody else cleaning the gold while I'm gone.
And at least she'll have a job when she gets back, man.
Oh, yeah.
She needs a job like a hole in her head.
Let's put that kid on the bench and just keep going. No big deal.
Well, then you're going to have to buy a playpen and maybe a mobile and maybe a white noise machine. I need a humidifier.
We'll just have to see.
Clean it up and let's go to work.
Yeah.
I have stuff to do too, so please. Bye.
Now, Tony can expand to the Indian River and easily double or even triple his output.
The water license, as long as we get it in the next 14 days, that's good. We should do a boat operation up and running. With all that, I think we should be able to reach that goal.
a good day to pull pay. Most of it's unthawed, so it's nice pulling. And after that, we're on to Golden Acres.
2/3 of the way through their season, 21-year-old Brady Clayton and 23-year-old brother Brandon are gunning for a big payday to pull their family out of crippling debt. After a series of breakdowns, they're finally gaining momentum.
It's going pretty good. We're in the gauntlet, and the gold seems to be getting better. We got two sides, so there's a lot of pay there. We got some equity to keep moving forward to Golden Acres. The road's being built, so it's working out good.
The boys have pulled in 58 ounces so far, enough to fund their road to Golden Acres. Virgin ground they're gambling will deliver a 500-ounce payday.
It's going to be huge for us. We've tested it. It contains 2-ounce 100. If we have any fighting chance to pay that family debt off, it's going to be Golden Acres. So I'm going to go down in the dozer and start stripping Golden Acres and building a road. So once the gauntlet's done, we can start pulling pay, because that's what we've waited to do all season. Well, pretty big day today, fellas.
Yeah,
hey?
you betcha.
Breaking ground in Golden Acres, finally.
We've been working toward this all season.
Yeah, I'm excited. All hands on deck today. We'll just start stripping away.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Let's do it, boys. Good job, fellas.
Get out.
On to Golden Acres, man. This is a big moment.
Hey, right, buddy. It's calling my name. I can tell you that.
It's a good day. Long time coming.
With just a third of the season left, the crew need to start sluicing right away to have any hope of hitting their target.
What's the plan? Okay, Brady, knock these trees down right here.
Yeah.
Then pull that ledge in and give me a slope so I can back down and push. And I'll grab it with the dozer. Try and get this whole section here open. Okay?
Sounds good, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's time to go strip some virgin ground.
Yes, sir. I can smell our pockets getting heavier. It kind of makes us feel like we've achieved something over the year that we've had.
As far as I'm concerned, Golden Acres is going to help our family out tremendously. I'm hoping for 500 ounces out of it. We fought a lot of adversity, but, you know, we're still going, so that's good. Why am I not going in reverse now? What the f? Of course, now that I just spoke, I got no reverse. Oh, what the f is going on now? Can never win. Brady, do you have a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
I need you to come down to the D8. I can't get it to shift.
Okay, I'll be right there. Did you do?
I don't know what happened. I literally just stopped shifting. Didn't have reverse. Now I don't have forward.
Have you checked the fuses?
It probably won't be a fuse problem, but that'd be our lucky day if it was. And it wouldn't show shifting on the dash.
Nothing looks burnt, Brady.
Disaster.
Like, what the is going on? Just our luck.
Yeah.
Never win this year.
Nope.
We're not even mining, we're just fixing. Pointless. We ain't getting 500 at this rate.
So we're just running tailings at the moment, and yeah, it's going pretty well.
We're just cranking material out to get it up from the wash plant here as quick as we can. It's just a team effort right now.
With less than a couple of months left in the season, 28-year-old Parker Schnabel is feeling the pressure to make his new Alaskan mine pay out.
Running 2 operations is definitely a bit of a struggle. It's really good that we've got Mitch and Tyson over in the Yukon. That's given me some time to spend here in Fairbanks. You got to keep your mind on the future. And as we run out of ground in the Yukon, it'd be nice to know where we're going next.
After months of delay, Parker's Alaskan crew is finally on the gold, banking 14 ounces from easy-to-mine old-timer tailings in the drift cut.
It looks like the drift tailings will be worthwhile running, but kind of just barely. Really, what we're here for is the good ground that Liam drilled. By the square foot, it's like 5 times better than what we're mining in the Yukon.
On the other side of the claim, Parker is chasing a pay streak in the 4-acre Wolf Cut, which he hopes will deliver 1,000 ounces this season.
If we can get a nice-sized pit down, the gold should be really good.
Kind of late in the year, so we got to get going on this.
To get to pay dirt 30 feet down, the crew must haul out 100,000 yards of overburden.
So we'll take like 4 more feet off this and get us down to water level, and then it's like 30 feet to bedrock from there. We want to sluice the bottom 6. Working right next to this pond, water is going to be the #1 problem in here. The perfect situation is partially frozen mud because it keeps the water out.
I'll do whatever it takes to get everyone some gold here.
New recruit Michael Badri spent his childhood working on his parents' farm.
Growing up, having cerebral palsy, there'd be a lot of people that say, oh, you shouldn't do that. And what I'm trying to never let anyone else's words define me.
This cut's getting muddy.
The biggest thing is just trying to keep from getting stuck. A guy can't sit in one spot for very long. Kind of like I am now before the track starts sinking away. Kind of like dealing with a bad custard.
Hey Parker, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up?
This cut's getting pretty wet.
I'll come over there. Things. The more area we open up, the worse the mud gets, and we haven't even gotten like 1/5 of the cut out.
The Wolf Cut sits alongside an old dredge pond with just a narrow berm separating the two. As the crew dig down, they expose frozen permafrost holding back the water. Now it's thawing, allowing the pond water to seep through the berm and flood the cut.
There's going to be a lot of water soon. Yeah, the best thing to do is get a sump in there.
Yep, we'll give it a try.
We'll put a pump sitting right there, right? With a discharge going up there?
Yep.
Perfect.
Parker's plan to conquer the water? Dig a sump pond at the deepest point in the cut.
But hopefully we'll have a deep enough hole here pretty quick where all the water can collect.
And install an 8-inch pump to drain it.
Can you get at it?
Yeah.
It's really cool to see Parker being hands-on and wanting to get this cut opened up as bad as the rest of us.
There you go.
Now all that's left to do
Thanks, Mike. I'll see you tomorrow.
is wait.
Oh. Where's our pump? I stayed out late last night because we had our pump in and everything was going very good, and then the pump stopped pumping and we have a lake instead of a cut now.
Overnight, the pump system failed, flooding the cut and submerging the pump under 4 feet of water.
Us. We just put $500,000 into this. Probably would have had better odds just going to Vegas with all the money.
Tony Beef, do you copy? Tony Beef, do you copy? Tony Beef, do you copy?
Go ahead.
Do you have time to meet me at the 700?
No, I don't.
2/3 of the way into his season, Klondike Kingpin Tony Beets is still 2,500 ounces short of his 5,000-ounce target.
We got some decent gold out of the gold cut and the blue cut. However, that's not going to get us to our 5,000-ounce gold. Anyway, gold cut is finished for the season. And now we're going to clean up the last of the blue cut. In a week or so, it should be pretty much done.
Tony has mined out the last thawed pay dirt in the 9-acre cold cut, is down to the final scraps of pay in a 7-acre blue cut, and has drained the 80 pup cut to chase gold-rich white channel pay, which should deliver over 2,000 ounces of gold. While the trommel runs the last of the blue cut, Tony heads back into the 80 pup cut to locate the white channel pay streak.
Coming down here now, you look in the hole, it's got to be 10 feet of red. That stuff really didn't cut it for me. Last year, there seems to be too much gold in it to throw it away, and not quite enough gold in it to make a living on it. There may be a nice little piggy bank in here yet. We'll find out. Mike D. Gabi. Oh, it helps when you put it on. Mike D. Gabi.
Yeah.
You come to the 80 pup cut, please.
This season, Tony has put youngest son Mike in charge of the cuts. Mike has convinced Tony to return to the 80 pup.
Well,
a lot of pay there, eh?
A lot of pay there. I mean, it's a good white channel stuff. Turned out very well, let's put it that way. Nice work, Mike.
That's what you pay me for.
Mike.
Oh, haven't I been doing a good job, Dad?
Off, Mike. Get the out of the way.
The Beats now face a race against time to expose the white channel pay dirt before they run out of blue cut pay.
They're always nice to line the next piggy bank. We got some decent coming out of this hillside. Whoa. I believe I found a marmotask. Whoa. That certainly is. Look at that. tusks is not that big of a discovery, but if there's something attached to it, that's a whole different story. It's very rare that I find a tusk like this sticking out of the bank. This could be, who knows?
2 months ago,
a gold miner in northwest Canada has stumbled upon an incredible, as well as unexpected find, a mummified baby woolly mammoth, thought to be more than 30,000 years old. The discovery in Yukon's Klondike gold fields is the first near-complete and well-preserved woolly mammoth found in North America.
the baby mammoth was unearthed just 40 miles from Paradise Hill and isn't the area's first groundbreaking discovery.
A couple of years ago down here, we found a horse head here that is related to a donkey and a zebra by DNA. That was one of the older skulls ever discovered. I should phone the kids. I mean, they like to see like that. Kevin, Monica, and Mike, the Gabi. Okay, can you guys come up here? I just found a mastodon tusk sticking out of the bank. You see that, Kevin?
Interesting.
Wow.
Holy.
That's the first time we see one sticking out of the bank, isn't it?
Yeah. Nice and polished right there, too.
Oh, yeah.
Mike, you go dig it out.
Oh, I'm always the one on a piece of
That's
equipment.
because you're the best.
Not too close, not too close.
With another one?
Hey, Dad!
1 sec. Let's see.
Jawbone?
I think you might be right on that. The rest of that might even be in there.
Okay, hang in there. I gotta think. Yeah. Just may want to phone them paleontologists, and then they can dig the rest out themselves.
I think that's probably a smarter idea.
You might have a whole skull in there if you're pulling out pieces like that.
I think you should definitely call them, but especially coming off like them finding that baby mammoth. Nothing else besides it's good for the scientific community, and like this you don't find all the time.
If we're gonna do that, we're gonna lose Tony in the cat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Tony must now stop all mining in the 80 pup cut to bring in a team of paleontologists to examine and remove the tusk. His plan to stockpile white channel pay before they run out of blue cut pay dirt is at a standstill.
I mean, that is something we really don't need right now.
Don't know what it is yet, but it's not looking good.
The linchpin of the Clayton brothers' operation, the D8 dozer, is down.
We need to get it fixed or we're...
Their dream of hitting it big in Golden Acres is turning into a nightmare.
Could sit here and with it all day, and I don't know if I'm gonna get anywhere. So we just need to get it out of this hole and get it up to a place where we can actually work on it. I'm gonna go talk to Fred, see if we can get another piece of machine to help get it out of here, because I can't pull it with my hoe. Hi, neighbors. I came over because my dozer's stuck. It's dead.
Where is it stuck?
Way down in Golden Acres. Yeah, it's a ways down there. So I'm just wondering if you guys would be able to help me use, I could use a dozer or something.
All right, well, have it over there pretty soon.
Yeah, I'll just have to warm it up, man. Freak you. Come right over.
Yeah, you do that? Okay, sounds good.
Buzz puts his work on hold to drive a mile down the creek and rescue the stricken dozer.
Somebody call for a tow truck?
Yeah, big one, yeah.
That's a rough road, man.
Yeah, it's not ideal. So obviously we're in a hole here of muck. I think Brady will just grab my blade and give me a turn, And if you can get behind me and just try and push me.
Yeah.
And then we'll try and get it out of here. Brady can kind of steer me when we have to. There's only a small berm in the creek from holding it in, and Fred's dozer's pretty big. So they want to take that berm out, knock the water into the cut, and completely the cut. We'll see how she goes. She's got a 1.5K to go, so let's get her out of here.
Brandon's plan? Harness the power of Fred's D355 dozer to push the dead D8 clear of Golden Acres' thick mud. Then carefully steer it through the narrow gauntlet cut, back to his laydown yard, nearly a mile upstream.
All right, let's get in position. Ready, go ahead, just try and grab my corner. All right. Horsepower mode, baby. Okay, Buzz, you ready to come give me a push? Stuart, just let him know how close he is.
Buzz, we got about 10 feet.
Are you sure your dozer's not too small for this job, Buzz? I don't think that has power to push me.
Hell, man. My blade is 2/3 the size of that thing you got there.
And you're on him.
Nice and easy, boys. Nice and easy. That's what I like to see. We might have actually only did the easy part now. We gotta drop down into the gauntlet cut that's currently wet, muddy, and slippery as so I mean, this is where it's going to get difficult.
The combined crew must now navigate the 97-ton dozer train along a 15-foot wide dirt road through the gauntlet cut.
Hey, just be aware that on the left side of this ramp, there's a decent hole, so try to stay on the far right side.
Try not to slip into that.
The blade on the Komatsu is 14 feet wide, leaving just a 1-foot margin for error. If they hit the berm, they could unleash the creek and flood Golden Acres.
I mean, one wrong move with this berm is so fragile that they got going on right here, and it'll definitely set them back.
I don't know if this is even a good idea. Kind of flood his whole cut. That'd really suck. I'll have to really watch what we're doing.
Sliding off. Hang on. Whoa, Buzz. Whoa.
At California Creek, Fred Lewis's crew are rescuing the Clayton brothers' broken down dozer.
Whoa, Buzz. Whoa.
You don't want to hit the wall of this cut.
For a second, I thought I was going to cut that berm out, and that would have been a disaster.
Oh, you came about an inch away. It was like running right towards the wall.
Brandon, you think maybe next time you can make it a little more challenging?
Yeah, I thought it was challenging to begin with.
Definitely the right equipment for the job.
We're on the final stretch.
We're almost to a better place where we can work on it and hopefully figure this thing out. Okay, Buzz, that's perfect. That's where we'll leave her. Thank you, neighbor.
Always good to help your friends, your neighbors out.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good job, man.
Yeah. Man. Awesome. Appreciate it.
Brady and crew member Warren rush to get back running gauntlet cut pay.
Glad we got the D8 out. A lot of overburden to still push.
Got it parked over here. It's a better place for me to work on it, for sure. Get this thing running again, hopefully.
Family mechanic Shane Collier troubleshoots the D8.
If Shane can't figure this out, you know, I don't know. This could be it.
I've pulled a few connectors apart just to make sure everything's good inside. But I haven't had any luck yet. I was able to get the ripper off and all the lines and pins out, and everything's good there. Sounds like we're gonna be pulling transmission out again.
Oh my.
At the start of this season, the Claytons gambled $50,000 on a refurbished transmission to get their D8 dozer up and running.
Ta-da! Well, we gotta be very delicate that we definitely don't want to get it dirty or break the housing.
Good. She's there. It's home.
Now, they have to take the 1-ton transmission out again.
I wonder if we can pull it.
Yeah, it's moving pretty good. She's out. Okay.
See if we can see anything.
Well, hard to see anything in here, but it doesn't look good with the that's in there. Part of our problem, I'm thinking. It should be threaded all the way to the end. That should hold that pinion gear in place.
Oh, wow. It doesn't even thread in, Shane.
Yeah. Yeah. So I imagine the threads are on the pinion gear inside as well.
Shane's found a loose bolt that's lost its threading. Inside the transmission, this bolt holds the main pinion gear tight in its bearing, allowing it to engage all the other gears. When dirt gets into the transmission, it acts like sandpaper, rubbing the bolt smooth. With nothing holding it in place, the pinion gear could have caused huge internal damage.
I think it's going to have to go home.
It's going to have to go home.
Get opened up and tore apart. See what we can find in there. If there's anything more severe, I guess.
That sucks. Basically a season changer. We don't even have Golden Acres stripped yet, so I don't know what the we're going to do. Once we run out of pay at the gauntlet, that could be the season at this point.
Running his drip tailings is all great, but I'm not up here to run drip tailings. I want to see what's bottom of that wolf cut.
At Parker's Alaskan mine, the Greenhorn crew are chasing a quick score, running old-timer tailings to bankroll the deep wolf cut. But flooding has forced them to shut down before they've even hit pay dirt.
That's that kind of water.
The pump was like completely underwater, and I couldn't get out to it to walk to it. Got a little kayak over here, paddled out there with a chain on the excavator and get it up on dry ground so we could work on it. It must have shut off, or the silt got in there and plugged it up.
Foreman Mark Fors thinks the suction filter at the end of the hose became blocked with debris, causing the water level to rise and submerge the engine. In an attempt to get it running again, he's taken it completely apart.
She's all dried out. The next step is get that big basket in there. It was kind of buried in the brush. This is kind of a gift from the old timers.
To prevent the pump from clogging up again, should it fire up. Mark plans to bush fix an extra filter for the suction hose.
We're going to weld this old trommel screen on the top of this thing so we have a lid so sticks and debris can't get into our pump.
With the customized filter underway, Mark comes up with a plan to stop this from happening again.
Hopefully this bed of old pontoons will float it in case it does flood again and we don't have to worry about it. I think it'll work.
Have you drained the fuel?
Drained everything. Well, I took all the fuel lines off, turbo, I took the manifold off.
You are a mechanic.
Well, I mean, I did everything but rebuild it, so hopefully it lasts.
To have any hope of getting down to wolf cut pay dirt,
Let's get the pump back in the spot it needs to be.
Mark's bush-fixed floating pump needs to work.
I think this will take care of our water problem. Hey, look at that.
Ready to fire it up. Is it pumping?
Yeah, it's pumping.
Pump back in service.
Good job.
We definitely have to keep an eye on it tonight. Hopefully we can get our cut dried out and get back at it.
Cut's looking really good this morning, and been kind of keeping an eye on it all night. So yeah, we're all up and running here.
At Cleary Creek, Mark IV's bush-fixed pump has successfully drained the flooded wolf cut.
Feels good. We got it down to a point where we can actually get something done in here again.
It feels good to finally get back into the wolf cut so we can get down to that fresh virgin pay here.
Yep, I can almost smell it, and I can't wait to see what it looks like.
Smell? What does gold smell like?
If you've never smelled drying gold, you're missing out.
There's not much time here this season for learning the ropes, but you know, I think this crew is great, getting the job done.
We found a tusk in the bank, which sometimes happens. It's quite nice, actually. However, at this point of the game, you know, really don't need that. I much rather get going in 80 pup so we can get that white channel. That would be nice.
2 days ago, Tony Beets was forced to shut down the newly opened 80 pup cut after finding mammoth remains buried in the bank.
Oh, I've never seen a tusk quite like that before. It looks pretty cool, actually.
Now, a team of paleontologists have arrived to investigate and determine if there are any more mammoth remains in the area.
This is one of the few sites where we've gotten another mummified remain, so it's pretty exciting. It's nice that we can slowly expose it in situ, and it tells us a lot more. We'll have to clear away some of that material to get a better sense. Hopefully there's a skull in there. But it's hard to say.
Until the excavation is finished, Tony's relying on the last scraps of pay dirt from the blue cut to keep the trommel fed.
We actually have a lot of people in here. Tony is loading trucks.
Mikey Beats is on the dozer, and we're finally getting the last bit of this pay out of the blue cut. Then it'll be all done for the season.
So one way it's kind of sad to be done. The pay was pretty good. But on the other hand, you gotta have to look ahead too. We still have a whole chunk sitting in the 80 buck cut. So as soon as the pay don't tell them, just get the out of there. We can get back in there and carry on with business as usual. Ruby, Gabi.
Go ahead.
That's all done. This cut is finished for the season.
Well, that's it. This is the last bucket coming out of the blue cut.
The two biggest cuts on Paradise Hill, the cold cut and the blue cut, are now cleaned out. Until they can get back into the 80 pup, the pay pile is all they've got to keep the plant running.
You don't chew through your stockpile unless you're desperate. We gotta go back to that 80 pop cut.
You want to put it down right here? We followed the rest of the tusk to the back and found the end of it. It's just not attached to the skull.
Okay. 295. 295.
That is 53.
Based on the length and also the circumference, you know that it's a male. Probably 30 years old.
The team haven't found mummified remains this time, but they've unearthed a 10-foot-long tusk belonging to a magnificent beast that roamed Paradise Hill over 30,000 years ago.
It's a good candidate for further analysis.
We don't often find a lot of big mammoth pieces. There's Tony.
How's it going?
We were able to extract this nearly complete tusk from the section.
Right, that's actually pretty nice, huh?
We found part of a skull, but it's not attached. So you can start mining again.
That's great news. Make the Gabi. Get everything moved into 80 pop with the place.
Just hours before he runs out of pay, Tony can finally get back to the 80 pup cut.
Voila, we should be in business. And I think we should have no troubles finishing up the season with all the white channel pay that's in there.
Is it John?
Yeah, that's John Reeves.
Okay, let's just make sure we're doing everything very well so he doesn't have anything to complain about.
How you doing?
Good, how you guys going?
Real good.
Parker's Alaskan landlord, John Reeves, checks in on the crew as they clean up the old-timers' tailings.
Just came out to say hi to Tyler. We like to visit everybody to see how they're doing. Any pickers?
Normally, there's some, like, when I start scraping that top bit, I can already see lots of colour up there.
Parker's really going to be surprised when he gets into the virgin ground. This is the richest creek in the state. He's ready for it. He's ready for the big time.
Tough week, dozer down?
Dozer down, man. I thought that'd be the last thing to break down.
Right.
This week, the Clayton brothers realized their season dream of reaching Golden Acres, the promised land that marks the end of hand-to-mouth mining and means they finally turn a profit. But their broken D8 dozer put them back to square one.
And that's a pretty big hit. We were finally getting steps ahead, but now kind of set us back.
Yeah, just another breakdown, man.
Yeah.
Aside from the dozer going to the graveyard, I think we had a pretty good week sluicing, man.
Yeah.
It was pretty steady. So, I have pretty high expectations for this gold weight, to be honest. And we need to be able to pay for that repair.
The Claytons ran gauntlet pay dirt all week. So far, it's delivered 20 ounces.
Okay, here we go. 10, 12, 14, 15, 19, 21.
Holy, pretty good.
21.9.
That gauntlet's actually paying out pretty good, man.
Worth over $37,000. Their biggest gold haul of the season.
I mean, that's a decent amount of gold to come out in the we had to deal with this week. It's not bad.
The brothers' total now stands at 80 ounces. But with winter fast approaching, it's a long way from their 500-ounce goal.
It's gonna be pretty hard to get to 500 without a dozer.
Yeah, I have zero solution to that right now. Shane's on his way back to Alberta with the transmission in his truck, but without a miracle, that dozer's probably not with us the rest of the season. So we're gonna have to figure something out and how to keep going.
We'll figure it out. We've been through before. And we still got a bunch of pay in the gauntlet. It's ready to pull, so we might as well go full force in that until we figure out what to do.
Mm-hmm. Totally agree.
Yeah, let's do it, guys.
Okay, awesome.
Let's get back to business.
Hello. So.
That face though when she sees you, you know.
At Paradise Hill.
How are you all?
Present.
It's been a mammoth week.
That fossil we found was actually pretty cool.
That was a nice find.
Honestly, most of the time, I enjoy finding that stuff more than gold. I see gold every day.
What the you think that's funny too?
Yo, good show, Jess.
Anyway, the blue cut and the cold cut, they're pretty much done. We're finished in there. So for the rest of the season, the money is going to have to come out of 80 pup. Which looks pretty good, though.
Yeah, it's got that nice white channel.
Right?
Makes sense.
It's time to weigh up the last of the gold from the blue cut.
We did sluice the full week, so let's have a look.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
20, 40, 60, 80.
To reach his 5,000-ounce season goal, Tony's gunning for 350 ounces a week.
180, 200, 220, 240, 300, 323 point nothing.
Worth over $500,000.
There's still a pretty nice week, isn't it? So nothing wrong with that?
Yeah.
We should be getting down to that white channel pretty soon, eh?
Yep.
We should get some decent gold out of that. I think let's get back out there, guys.
Whatever.
Okay. Get some more. Like,
yep. Okay.
It's 11 and I'll be there. Okay?
Okay.
Cheers.
Hi.
Cheers.
Cheers.
The ring bump.
What's up, guys?
Parker, how's it going?
So what did we get last time?
13.85 is where we're sitting right now.
So far, Parker's Alaskan venture has brought in just $23,000. After 15 days running drift tailings, he expects to see over 150 ounces of gold.
All right.
Let's do it.
Because it's in grams. Do you have your calculator?
Yeah.
$3,000 grams almost.
Okay, so the total is 94.4 ounces.
Worth $160,000.
So, paying the bills.
Okay.
Or some of them.
Parker's Alaskan total now stands at 108 ounces. He needs nearly 10 times that to hit his 1,000-ounce Alaskan goal.
We'll just hope the wolf cut then makes up for it.
Yeah, exactly. We'll probably just start focusing on the cut and not do any more tailings for the time being. Like, they're not going anywhere. It'd be really nice to know what's in the hole.
Try to get some real money for the season.
Yeah, exactly. That's the next challenge.
Some nuggets.
Yeah.
We'll get there one way or another.
Cheers, 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 cheers.
All right. Thanks, guys.
নওশীন এবং দিবা বসে থাকতে হবে। 20 মিনিট যাবার পর আপনারা আপনাদের রান্না শুরু করবেন। চলে আসুন এখানে।
আজকে তোমরা রাধুনী গ্রোসারি স্টোরের জন্য সময় পাচ্ছ 20 মিনিটস আর রান্নার সময় থাকছে 90 মিনিটস।
90 মিনিটস আপনাদের সবার জন্য ফর দিবা অ্যান্ড নওশীন আপনাদের আজকে থাকছে 70 মিনিটস। সো প্রথম 20 মিনিট আপনারা বসে থাকবেন আফটার দ্য গ্রোসারি স্টোর। 20 মিনিট পরে আপনারা আপনাদের চ্যালেঞ্জ শুরু করবেন। আজকে আপনাদেরকে বানাতে হবে দুটো ডিশ। ক্লিয়ার?
এবং আপনাদের জন্য আজকে কোনো মেন্টার্স টাইম আউট থাকছে না। অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ। কি হবে এখনো জানি না, তবে সবার জন্য শুভকামনা এবং বিজ্ঞ বিচারক আপনারা আপনাদের আসনে গিয়ে বসবেন প্লিজ।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
মেন্টার্স প্লিজ বসবেন। পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আজকের চ্যালেঞ্জ মিষ্টি মুখ। সো আপনাদের জন্য রাধুনী স্টোরের সময় হচ্ছে 20 মিনিট এবং সেই সময় শুরু হচ্ছে এখন। গুড জব পার্টিসিপেন্টস, একদম সময় মতো চলে এসেছেন আপনারা রাধুনী স্টোর থেকে। নওশীন এবং দিবা বসে থাকতে হবে। 20 মিনিট যাবার পর আপনারা আপনাদের রান্না শুরু করবেন। ঠিক আছে, চলে আসুন এখানে। তাহলে শুরু করব বিজ্ঞ বিচারক আমাদের আজকের রান্না। আপনাদের সময় শুরু হচ্ছে এখন।
জীবনে যদি কোনো ক্ষেত্রে একটা সময় এসে ছিটকে চলে যান, মনে করবেন না যে আপনার জীবন এখানেই শেষ।
আজকে যেহেতু আমাদের বিশেষ অতিথি অর্থাৎ আমাদের অতিথি বিচারক জাহিদ হাসান, আপনার কেমন লেগেছে?
এইখানে বসে থাকতে অনেক ভালোই লাগে, কিন্তু ওরা যে কষ্টটা করছে সেটার জন্য আমার টেনশন লাগে বেশি। আর এখান থেকে আমার যেটা মনে হচ্ছে যে নাইম যেভাবে তাকায় ঘোরায়, একজন পরীক্ষার্থী তো অর্ধেক ফিট হয়ে যাবে ওখানে, এবং যে কোনায় দাঁড়িয়ে থাকে আমার ওই বাচ্চাদের জন্য কষ্ট লাগে। নাইম, আমি জানি ভালোর জন্য হচ্ছে, কিন্তু আর একটু সফট হতে হবে ভাই। এখন পূর্ণিমা কত সুন্দর হাসছে, আমার রীতা আপা কত সুন্দর হাসছে, কিন্তু যখন বলে তখন গম্ভীর হয়ে বলে, অস্থির লাগে। আমি জানি না, আপনাদের প্রতি আমার অনেক অনেক দোয়া, অনেক ভালোবাসা, আমার অনেক ভালো লেগেছে। জীবনে যদি কোনো ক্ষেত্রে একটা সময় এসে ছিটকে চলে যান, মনে করবেন না যে আপনার জীবন এখানেই শেষ। আমি বলতে চাই যে সেখান থেকে হতে পারে নতুন একটা মোড়। অতএব মন খারাপ করবেন না, আর আমি মন খারাপের আগেই তোমার কাছে বা আপনাদের কাছে বলতে চাই আমি চলে যাব, কারণ আমার এইসব মন খারাপ দেখতে ইচ্ছা করে না।
অবশ্যই আপনাকে আমরা ছেড়ে দেব, এবং আমি জানি যে ওই মোমেন্টটাতে আপনি থাকতে চান না, বাট তার আগে আপনি এই যে আসলেন, আমাদেরকে সময় দিলেন, এবং আপনিও একটা মানে ফুডটা টেস্ট করার পর একটা স্কোর দিয়েছেন। সো আমরা জানতে চাই যে জাহিদ হাসান কাকে কত নম্বর দিয়েছেন, এটা একটু স্ক্রিনে দেখব, তারপর আমরা আপনাকে অবশ্যই আজকের মতো বিদায় জানাবো। স্ক্রিনে চোখ রাখি, শুরুতেই দিবা, ঢাকার প্রতিযোগী দিবা, দেখবো জাহিদ হাসান তাকে কত দিয়েছেন। 8.20, কংগ্রাচুলেশনস। এরপর রাজশাহীর লিনা 9.20, ওয়াও, কংগ্রাচুলেশনস লিনা। এবারে বগুড়ার তামান্না 9.60, কংগ্রাচুলেশনস তামান্না। এবার ঢাকার প্রতিযোগী রূপা 7, কংগ্রাচুলেশনস রূপা। এবারে রাজশাহীর প্রতিযোগী মৌসুমী কবির 8.40, কংগ্রাচুলেশনস। এবারে চট্টগ্রামের প্রতিযোগী অসিত কর্মকার, বিজ্ঞ বিচারকেরা আপনাকে একটা খাবারের উপরে মার্কিং করেছেন। স্ক্রিনে চোখ রাখবো, দেখব জাহিদ হাসান আপনাকে সেই একটি খাবারের উপরে কত মার্কস দিয়েছেন। লেটস হ্যাভ আ লুক। 4.60। সর্বশেষ প্রতিযোগী বরিশালের নওশিন মুবাশশিরা 9.80, কংগ্রাচুলেশনস। তার মানে হলো আমাদের আজকের অতিথি বিচারক জাহিদ হাসানের বিচারে হাইয়েস্ট স্কোরার হলেন নওশিন মুবাশশিরা 9.80।